Hi, I am Cindy Boyd for cindyboydart.com. I'm doing a weekly update now for what I'm working on, and I thought I would drop that on Tuesdays because I'm dropping my podcast on Thursdays. The podcast is the World War II letters my grandfather wrote to my grandmother throughout the war. I've almost finished transcribing them. They should be finished sometime this year, and look for a book out next year. But those are also on a blog on cindyboydart.com, and on cindyboydart.com is where my home base is. It is where I design things every day. Every day I design new products. I have about 15 companies that I upload my graphics to and place designs on their templates. And I just got a new company called Shine On. They're allowing me to do necklaces and bracelets that are printed in silver plate or gold plate. And you can request engravings on them. And they look really snazzy. I can't wait to order some. If you want to see the site, go to cindyboyd.com and scroll down. Here's the first. The first is the newest products, and that's a whole category. You can click there and view all and see everything in order. But there are so many products, it's fun to look around at the menu items too. We have bomber jackets. I'm designing bomber jackets from Contrato because I bought one and they're fantastical. Oh my god. The velvet with the satin lining. Wow. It's really, really, really nice. And I also bought a bunch of Knitwise sweaters and shirts and blankets. And Knitwise is a company that does 4 yarn weaves. It's got a machine that weaves with 4 different colors of yarn, and they have like 16 yarns to choose from or something. So you have to reduce your image to whatever colors that they've got, and and then they pixelate it for the size of the stitch, and they turn out lovely. And I put them through the wash and the dryer, and they are fantastical. Not a stitch out of place. There's a blanket. There's some more sweaters. I'm still designing some of those. Here's the fall mix. You can look at the fall mix. It's got like pumpkins and ghosts and leaves. It's kind of like my catch-all for everything that has anything to do with fall. It's a pretty big mix, but you can browse it and see what's been added lately. And then here we have by topic. Show you what sold last week was the vampire pattern, and that was created in Photoshop. If you want to watch the whole thing, you can go to the website and look at the vampire pattern on the fall stuff. But that's the site in a nutshell. If you scroll all the way down past the fall stuff, you'll see an ad for the podcast. You've got purses from Art of Wear. I ordered one and I ordered two and they're awesome. I had some problem with the strap on one of them, but after a while the strap buckle went through. I thought it was maybe a little bit thicker, but it just must have been the way I was pushing it through. Then we have organized by flower type. We have my vintage travel section for my grandparents' travels. They have 5 or 6 travel journals from the 1960s that I'm also transcribing. That's the first blog. That's the Cindy Print on Demand blog. And that's where I review products that I purchase and talk about the industry and my latest stuff. Now here we have the Letters Ray to Cheryl blog. We're up to September 2nd, 1945. They go to 1947, so we're getting closer. We're all caught up on this blog. I have another blog on Blogspot that I'm maintaining just for the duality of keeping the transcriptions active, so I don't lose them, because I don't want to lose them. I've spent 6 years transcribing these letters. And then a short quip about what print on demand is, and then you'll find links to all my other sites. Now last week we had a sale on Redbubble. Here's my Redbubble site. It's got all kinds of stuff on it. It's got there's a lot of stickers, a lot of dresses, a lot of shower curtains, a lot of t-shirts, phone cases, blankets, sundry items, stuff like that. But it's organized by category, and you can look at the top category, which is vintage travel, which I'm adding all the scanned slides that I have from 6 trips to Europe, which I scanned at high resolution, to products. Basically, I'm not blowing them up, so I scanned them at a resolution high enough to do prints and like laptop cases, but it's not quite high enough to do blankets and shower curtains. So mostly the smaller stuff. It's got pillows, though. It's got throw pillows and travel journals. It's got journals, so you can get your own travel journal. Well, anyhow, that's just one of my other sites. I'm working on La Gallerista lately, this week. It's dresses. It's high-end fashion items in the $100 range, and they're print on demand, of course, but you can only do one design a day. so that goes kind of slow. But check it out. Check it out. There's some neat designs on there, and their fashionista little pattern designers are pretty cool. Another company I'm working with right now is Nova Tomato. They have pencil skirts and these long short hem, long sleeve button down shirts that come in plus sizes, and I'm gonna work on getting the travel images on the pencil skirts because I think they look kind of interesting on there. And I'm just doing all kinds of stuff on the low high hem shirts. They also make a crop polo and a windbreaker. I'm putting all the fall images on the windbreakers. So that's what we're up to this week. Yep. It sounds like a lot, but it's really done in a couple of hours over the course of a week. It's not really that much. But if I start selling a lot, I'd probably get even more out there and have to be explaining everything. It's pretty cool to have this as my work. This is it's a hobby. I don't make enough to retire on it, but I do make enough to have to report it, and I do. And it's fun. It's fulfilling. I am my own boss. Art. I need to make some art sometimes. I'm always designing. I never make art. It drives me buggy. I have a beautiful iPad with an iPad pencil, and I never pick it up. And maybe we'll see. I've been getting the urge. Maybe we'll see a Halloween image come up sometime in the next couple of weeks. It takes a lot out of me to create, whereas designing is a passive action that I enjoy as almost a therapy. Designing and moving around the websites and picking graphics from my library, keeping my library organized, transcribing letters. This is all almost therapy. And but to create, I need to be in a good place to do new artwork. And I have quite a lot of artwork to work with, so I'm not as motivated to do new artwork all the time. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Tune in to the podcast on everywhere you can get your podcast on Thursday, sometime in the afternoon, probably. And I'll make a post on X. Follow me on X. It's my biggest following. Follow me on X. I post everything new that I do on X within reason. I don't post quite everything, but as I design new products for the store, I post on X. And I repost other artists' work, and it's a fun time. Well, have a good one.